Hello again. I am Tom from Tom's Heart. So I'm the founder of an application called Tom's Heart. It's a personal healthcare recovery advocate in your pocket, so it resides on your mobile application. And this application is specific to heart attack and heart incident recovery. I've done a series of these demonstrations of the application videos. This one in particular is focused on nutrition and exercise, key component of obviously recovering from a heart attack. This is video number 6 in a series of 7, so you're welcome to watch the other ones around mental health recovery, physical recovery, and even one around my story of recovery. So I, what led me to producing this application was that I suffered a massive LAD, widowmaker heart attack about 4.5 years ago. I had a cardiac arrest actually because the stent did not adhere to the artery wall. So it put me in from 80% blockage to 100% blockage, put me down to a 15 EF, and I was shocked about 8 to 12 times in order for me to recovery from this. So obviously I went through a period of long physical and psychological recovery. One of the things I did to help myself recover after the heart attack was to participate in every physical activity I could think of. So I made it my mission, sort of my crusade, to do every exercise and activity I did before the heart attack. So this included motorcycling in Croatia, scuba diving in Bora Bora, even participating in a hike of the Everest Base Camp hike, which is the EBC. It's about 90 miles over 11 days. Went in golf with my son at various golf courses. I went bowling in the Ozarks, mountain biking in Park City and Moab, as well as in northwest Arkansas where I live, skiing in Canada and the Whistler, paddleboarding and kayaking in Vietnam, pickleball, numerous places around the country, and even taking slalom water skiing back up again, something I had lost for a number of years, and doing things that I even did in college a lot, like hacky sack, horseshoes, and participated in cold immersion again. I used to jump into the ocean and started that back in. Not as cold as the 35-degree ocean water that I used to go into for 10 minutes, but keeping it at like 48 degrees and doing things like cornhole and playing cards and just doing everything that I could possibly do. My eating has always been fairly balanced, but I focus less on meat and more on veggies and fruits after my heart attack. I haven't tried going vegan, something I did for about 100 days a few years back. I haven't participated in a lot of fast and cleanse at this point, but I never did do things like fast food and soda, so that really helped. Didn't have to worry about eliminating that. And I stopped drinking alcohol about 20 plus years ago, and I never smoked. So I had some of those things going for me. So before I get into this demonstration, I just wanted to let you know that I'm working with the American Heart Association. This current iteration of the application uses public information on the American Heart Association, but I'm participating along with the Champion the Challenges, which is a stroke organization, to create an application that uses American Heart Association private data. The American Heart Association has something called the 2025 Care Plan Challenge, where people and organizations, companies like ourselves, can participate in a challenge showing how technology can help people recover from heart incidences. So let me run through this list of 10 questions, give you an idea, and this is, like I said, going to be focused on nutrition, on eating, and on exercise. So let me flip over to the demo and show you the mobile application. The first question I'm going to ask, look, is just about food. Ask some questions about food and then go into exercise as well. Hey Lucas, I have a question about what foods I should avoid in order to help with my heart recovery.
To support heart recovery, it's best to avoid foods high in saturated fats, trans fats, cholesterol, and sodium, such as fried foods and fast foods, processed meats like bacon and sausage, sugary beverages, high-fat dairy products. Would you like more comprehensive guidance on heart-healthy eating with a specific content library item or assistance from an expert sidekick?
Lucas, I don't drink myself, but a lot of people have questions around drinking, like, say, drinking a couple of glasses of wine or a couple of beers every night. How does that affect my heart health recovery?
While moderate alcohol consumption might not pose issues for everyone, it's generally advised to limit alcohol intake, especially after a heart-related event. Alcohol can affect blood pressure, heart rate, and overall heart health, potentially impacting recovery. It's best for individuals to consult with their healthcare provider to understand what's appropriate based on personal health conditions. Would you like to explore more about dietary guidelines and heart health?
I explained this in my other videos, but I just want to touch on this quickly. You can take a look at Lucas. He's your main personal advocate as like your primary care provider, and then you have certain specialists. You may have a specialist about physical recovery, you got a cardio rehab specialist perhaps, you got someone that can help you with nutrition, you might have a personal trainer around exercise. So those individuals, Lucas, your primary care provider, can then recommend that you talk if you have a certain type of question to get more details around a specific area, but I'm just going to stay with Lucas during this demo. Hey Lucas, how about eating out? I like to eat at a local Mexican restaurant. What might be a good dish for you to recommend at a Mexican restaurant?
When dining at a Mexican restaurant, you might opt for dishes that feature grilled options like chicken or fish tacos, as they're usually lower in saturated fats. Choose sauces instead of cheese or cream-based sauces, and consider black beans as a side instead of refried beans. These choices can help maintain a heart-healthy balance. Would you like to explore more heart-healthy eating tips with Trudy, the expert sidekick?
Hey Lucas, I was looking at the American Heart Association website as well as some other resources, and it talks a lot about the Mediterranean diet. Could you explain that to me in a little bit more detail?
The Mediterranean diet emphasizes whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and olive oil. It includes moderate amounts of fish and poultry while limiting red meat and processed foods. This eating pattern is known for its heart-healthy benefits, often being associated with reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Would you like to explore more about heart-healthy eating practices with Trudy, the expert sidekick?
Lucas, I have a question about fatty foods. Are all fat foods bad for you, or are some okay to eat?
Not all fats are bad for you. Some are beneficial for heart health. Unsaturated fats, found in foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, are healthy choices. These fats can help improve cholesterol levels and reduce heart disease risk. On the other hand, it's best to limit saturated fats and trans fats found in fried foods, baked goods, and processed snacks. Would you like to explore more about heart-healthy eating choices with Trudy's guidance or a related resource?
Now I'm going to ask Lucas some questions, 5 questions around exercise, around fitness. Lucas, how high should I raise my heart rate during exercise?
The target heart rate during exercise can vary depending on your age, fitness level, and health condition. Generally, it's recommended to aim for 50% to 85% of your maximum heart rate during exercise. To estimate your maximum heart rate, subtract your age from 220. It's important to listen to your body and consult with your healthcare provider to determine the appropriate intensity for your personal condition. Would you like to explore a specific exercise program or seek advice from an expert sidekick?
Lucas, what is the right amount of exercise and intensity? Like how frequently, how hard should I work out?
The right amount and intensity of exercise can vary based on your personal health and fitness level. Generally, it's recommended to aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise each week, such as brisk walking, or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity activity, like running. It's important to listen to your body and gradually increase the intensity as you build fitness. If you'd like to explore detailed guidance on creating a successful exercise program, I can connect you with Joey, who delivers the essential steps for exercise success content library item. Would you like to proceed with that?
Lucas, there's different exercises that I could participate in: weightlifting, biking, running, yoga. There's a large variety of different exercises. Is there any recommendations you have on the type of exercise?
Engaging in a mix of exercises is beneficial for heart health. A balanced routine could include aerobic activities like biking or running to improve cardiovascular fitness, strength training, such as weightlifting, to enhance muscle strength and metabolism, flexibility exercises, like yoga, to promote joint health and stress relief. If you want more structured guidance, exploring essential steps for exercise success with Joey could be helpful. Would you like to connect with him for this content library item?
How about some good exercise programs? Are there any programs that you can recommend?
Exploring a variety of exercise programs can be great for heart health and overall fitness. Given your focus on heart recovery, the Essential Steps for Exercise Success content library item offers tips for long-term exercise programs designed to enhance heart health. It includes videos of 10-minute exercise programs to help integrate physical activity into your daily routine. If you're interested, I can connect you with Joey, the expert sidekick for this topic. Would you like to proceed with that?
So one thing you noticed here is that you can listen to audios, like even podcasts and videos within the application itself. I'm not going to delve into that right now. I'm just going to ask one more question of Lucas. How about in terms of sexual activity that's safe? So right after the heart attack, when can I resume sexual activity after the heart attack?
Resuming sexual activity after a heart attack is a personal decision and should be guided by your recovery progress and your doctor's advice. Generally, if you can engage in physical activities like climbing 2 flights of stairs without discomfort, you might be ready, but a healthcare provider's guidance is crucial to ensuring it's safe for you personally. If you need further guidance on recovery and lifestyle changes after a heart incident, I can help connect you with an expert sidekick or relevant content library items.
As you can see, the Sidekick application, Tom's Heart, powered by Sidekick, along with the American Heart Association public data, can give you responses to a variety of questions around exercise, around nutrition. Below this video, I'll have links to the Tom's Heart website, as well as the other demos, to a couple of blog posts around this application, as well as links to the Champion the Challenge, as well as the Sidekick platform and the American Heart Association Care Plan Challenge that I referenced earlier in the video. Really appreciate your time and look forward to talking to you again very soon. Thank you.